Hello students, here's a quick video on how to play the easy piano part for Place Your Hands by Reef in D major. Now in this song we've got three parts to learn. We've got the verse, the chorus and the bridge. Now each of these sections are the same each time, so we just need to learn these three parts and then we know the whole song. So first off, let's talk about our hand position. For the most part we want to have our hand in this position here, okay? So with our thumb on D, 2 on E. Technically we should have 3 on F sharp, but we're not going to be playing F sharp in this. We're going to be playing F at some points. And then 4 on G, and then 5 on A. Okay, so that's our position. Now the first thing we'll talk about is the verse, because this is going to be the main pattern that we play throughout the piece. So I'll play the entire verse section, and then we'll break it down and talk about it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... And that's all we're playing for the verse. Okay, and like I say, each verse is going to be the same each time. So this is what happens from the second verse. The first verse is slightly different, but I'll talk about that in a sec. So let's talk about this main verse section. So what we're doing here, okay, so we're starting with our thumb on D, okay, and we're playing this. Alright, now you might have heard it doesn't come in straight away on the first beat of the bar. This little is coming in on the second beat of the bar. So you'll hear it like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay, hear that? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so on the second beat. And just listen to that rhythm. Ba, ba. Okay, so it's not ba, ba. Okay, it's ba, ba. Okay, so you've got, it's like a long, short. Ba, ba. Alright? Now that pattern is important because after that we're going to go to a G and we're doing the exact same thing, except this time the G's a little bit different. So before I talk about that, let's just talk about that D pattern again. Again, first beat is a rest and then we play the ba ba on the second beat. Now the first 4 bars we're going to be playing that, so we're going to be playing that D D 4 times. Now after that we're going to go to a G and we're going to do that same rhythm, ba ba, like kind of long, short. But this time, when we're playing the G, we're going to play it on the first beat. So instead of it being 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so slightly different when we're playing the D. Okay, so that G pattern we only do 2 times. Alright, so that's 4 of the D, okay, and then 2 of the G. Then we're going to go back to that D pattern, and remember we're skipping that first beat, so back to that pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then the final 2 bars we're going to be playing E, and we're going to hold that for 4 beats, and then we're going to go to a G and hold that for 4 beats. Okay, so the whole verse section, first 4 bars we're playing that D pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, for last one. Then we go to the G, but this time on the beat, remember? So G, G, 2, 3, 4, G, 3, 4. Okay, so on the 1, and then back to the D pattern 2 times, coming in on the second beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last 2 bars, we're going to hold E for 4 beats, and then G for 4 beats. Okay, so that's the verse section. So I'll play it through again for you, nice and steady. You try and play along at home. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 1. 4, 1. 2, 4, 1. 4, 1. Now to G, and G, G. 3, 4, and G, G. Back to D, 1. 3, 4, 1. Now to E, 2, 3 to G, 2, 3, 4. So that's the verse section. Now, that's the second verse and the third verse. The first verse is slightly different, you might have seen. So the first 4 bars of the song is the guitar. And then the next 8 bars is the first verse. And we're not playing for most of that. We're just going to come straight in on that E and the G that we both hold for 4 beats, like we did at the end of our verse section. Okay, so we're only doing those 2 notes in that first verse. But we've then got another 2 bars of just doing that D pattern, okay, before we go into the second verse, which we just learned. Alright, so again, the first verse, the first 8 bars, we're not playing anything. Then we've got 4 beats of E, 4 beats of G, and then we're going to have 2 bars of the D pattern, the 1, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and then into the second verse. Moving on to the chorus section now, so I'll play it for you first, and then we'll talk about it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3. Okay, so that's our chorus section. So that's the chorus section. So how do we play that? First, we're going to be starting off with that D note again. Now this time, we're not going to be playing the pattern that we're doing. We're just going to be playing 1 note of D, and that's going to come in on the first beat this time. Okay, so we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the first half of it. So we've got a bar of just the D, 2, 3, 4, the next bar, and then we've got this G, G. Alright, and that's going to come in on the and of 3. So if you listen to the count in that bar, 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so just after the 3, 1, 2, 3, ba, ba. Okay, and that's just G 2 times. And then we come straight back down to land on the 1 of the next bar with that D again. Alright, so those first 2 bars sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, and like I say, the next 2 bars we're going to land back on that D, and we've got another again on the first beat. The next 3 beats are a rest, and then a similar thing happens, but this time we're going to go D, 2, 3. Okay, instead of going G, G, we're going to play F, E. Alright, so listen to that bar again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's that same offbeat, okay, third on the and of 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, and, okay. Now in the chorus section, this repeats. When I played through it, I played the repeat, because when we do that, ba, ba, we land back on that D again. Okay, so let's play that chorus together, play it nice and steady so you can play along at home. So here we are, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and D, 2, 3, and again, 2, 3, F, E, repeat, 2, 3, and 1, up to G, D, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, F, E. So now moving on to the bridge section. Now the bridge section is nice and simple. All we're going to be playing is B and G. Okay, so I'll play it for you first and then we'll talk about it. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so all we're doing there is going to be playing B and G. Now let's just talk about the hand position, because in the chorus beforehand, we're in this D position, and we've just played this E, F, okay, that when we're going 1, 2, 3, E, F. Okay, so we need to get from this E, F, this position here, up to where that B is. So what we need to do, okay, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can go E, F, and then stretch your 5th finger up to B, okay? It's not much of a stretch, okay? Up to B. And then you can play your B and G with your 5th and 3rd finger. Up to you. Otherwise, we could go and then jump straight up to this position, because a lot of people find they have a bit more strength and stability in their thumb and third finger, so you can just go up to there if you like to, but it is a bit of a jump. Either way, personal preference. So in the bridge, all we're going to be doing is playing B, play that 4 times as quarter notes, and then to G 4 times as quarter notes again. Okay, so B 4 times and then G 4 times, and then those 2 bars we're going to play 4 times all together. Okay, so then after the 4th repeat, you've also then got another bar of G, so another 4 Gs at the end of the 4th repeat. So let's play the bridge together. Okay, so B 4 times, G 4 times, play that 4 times together, then an extra bar of 4 Gs. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, last time, extra bar of G, and a 1, 2, 3, and. Now, the only new bit after that is the 3rd chorus, okay, after the little drum break. Now, you'll see the drum breaks, it'll say drum break, and then we've got that 4-bar rest. And then we're going to go back into that normal chorus pattern that we're playing. But then you might have seen at the end, we've got that E and G again. But it's not the same E and G that we did in the verse where we hold them for 4 beats, okay? Now, we're going to play them as quarter notes. So we're going to play them 4 times each. So we'll go E, E, E up to G. Okay, that's it. Okay, so just watch out for them and you'll see them, because there'll be 4 quarter notes and 4 quarter notes over the E and G parts. Okay, so now I'm going to do an entire playthrough of the song from start to finish at a nice steady pace so you can play along at home. Now, the first 4 bars is the guitar on its own, so we don't play anything. And the first 8 bars of the first verse, we're not going to play anything, okay? So for now, we're just going to come in straight away on that E after those 8 bars of the first verse, okay? So nice and steady, get ready on that E, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and E. 2, 3 to G. 2, 3, and D. 1. 4, 1, 3, so verse 2, 1, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. Now to G and G, G, 3, 4, G, G, and back to D, 1, 3, 4, 1. To E and E, 2, 3 to G. Chorus 1, go D, 2, 3, 4, D, up to G, D, 2, 3, 4, D, F and E, F, E, D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, G, G, D, 2, 3, and D. Ready for bridge? F, E, B, in the bridge now, G, up to B, G, and B, to G, last time, B, to G, okay, extra bar of G, into chorus 2, it's half this time, and D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, G, G, D, 2, 3, 4, D, F, E, verse, 3, 4, 1. First comes in quick there, 1, 3, and 1. Up to G, go, G, G, and again, G, G, to D, and 1. And again, E, and E, 2, 3, 4, and G, chorus 3, go, D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, G, G, D, 2, 3, and D, 2, 3, F, E, stop, 2, 3, this is the drum break, 2, 3, 4, 2, okay, back into that chorus riff, and 1, 2, 3, and D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, G, G, D, 2, 3, 4, D, F and E, F, E, D, 2, 3, 4, D, up to G, D, 2, 3, 4, and D to F and E, now E to G, now the piano and guitar solo, 1, D, and 1, keep going, 1, and again, 1, and again, 1, and again, last time, 1, to E, to G, chorus 4, go, D, 2, 3, 4, D, up to G, D, 2, 3, 4, D, F and E, F, E, D, 2, 3, 4, D, up to G, D, 2, 3, and F and E, outro, rest, and rest, and rest, slow down, and D, 2, 3,